Hello everybody and welcome to another Train Sim World video. Today we are back on West Coast Mainline over Shap. What's going on there? This amazing route that is currently on sale on the Xbox as of filming this on Twitch. It's currently on sale till the 8th plus 14, 22nd of Jan. We are doing 6 Papa 36 Arpley to Workington in the 47/4 Intercity Scotrail livery. Now I know I probably should have done this livery on a freight train, not a freight train, a passenger train, but this just appealed to me a little bit more. AWS on, is it that way round? Yeah. And air brakes passenger, air brakes goods. Spin that round. Nice. We have Glasgow Chamber of Commerce. It even has this little badge here. Nice. Scotrail. There's the brakes coming off on the 47. Or a fair amount of the brakes coming off on the 47, not all of them of course. But yeah, I'm just going to do a quick 47 run. I say quick, it's 47 minutes I do believe. Yeah, we're doing at Carnforth for 8:25 and it's currently 7:40. Who are you? I don't think I've seen you before. The Permanent Way Institution. The Permanent Way Institution. Sorry, I'm a bit dyslexic. 47,644. Nice. Never seen that one before. Is headlight on? Yeah. Yeah, it's nice to actually drive some freight, because there was no freight on Blackpool. Well, there was 2, maybe 4 freight runs. Oh, hello, it's the Intercity variant, the 87. What camera is it to go free? Yeah. 4 cam. It's the 87030. Oh, is this that new livery? With the red buffers, yeah, because they added 2 post-launch. Black Douglas. Right, off to Carnforth. Right, let's leave. Where is Carnforth again, just for me to refresh my memory? What's going on there? Why doesn't it wanna... Why is it being like that? Why does it keep... Okay. 47's being iffy. And yeah, Carnforth is just up there. Is it before Lancaster? Or yeah, no, it's after, sorry. Yeah, 35 and then 8, well 35 and then 60 the whole way. So I'm probably going to hide the HUD for this run, I think. Should I try it? I'm tempted. There's a 142 there. But yeah, I want to do a full shift on this route and the Blackpool branches. So how cool would that be? Accelerating. I'm not in the yellow yet. The yellow is a bit more you shouldn't go into, a bit more than the 87 where you can go into the yellow, but don't use too much yellow. Right, let's just... Oh. I don't think you should be able to just take it off that easy. Okay, there we go. There we go. Here's building it back up. 25 miles to Carnforth. And that's 60 the whole way, isn't it? Yeah, let's just leave it in this. Go hardness already. Get that stinky hard off. I say stinky. I don't like it personally. Well, no, I like the hard, I just don't like using it. I should say. Share the hard's not bad. Screenshot. Already, I know. Criminal taking a screenshot this early. Yeah, that's nice. Maybe a bit more focal point for next time. We'll take that on as well. Yeah, as of the, if you watch this before the 22nd of January, this route is on sale. So go and pick it up if you haven't already. Right, here we go. Once it's up to 60, we're 60 the whole... Oh! Look at me going hardless on first try. Idiot. We're not 45 the whole way, are we? Must be. Why can I only put it in 26? Like if I just try and... Why would it do that? See that? It's either 0 or 26%. That's a bit annoying. Surely I can't just be doing 45 the whole way. There we go. We'll be bringing the main line to a stand, surely. Oh, is there anything behind us? Not yet. Something's just left Preston. Right, well if the speed limit's so low, we need to be sticking to it. Try and stay at about 56% throttle. Because if the limit is so low, then there's no point doing any less than the limit. Right, we're going downhill. Right, okay. It's going to be painful. We can only do 45. But what's that about? God, just bouncing along. I think this stream is just going to be like a layers stream. Just seeing what there is to play other than the 87. Which I'll give some more love to tomorrow. These BB-8s don't have a very good sound set on them. That's the only thing that upsets me. I'd have liked to have seen a new sound set on them, but you can't ask Just Trains for everything. No, we'll leave it at that. Oh. That's a nice house. Whoever lives in this room, I don't think I'd ever leave. I was saying that maybe I would. 47's very good at holding speed. Give it that. Just give it a bit of thrash. Look at the scenery though, like, just get an external shot for the scenery, because we've all seen the 40. Oh, that's actually a bit lazy. No grass texture. Wow. Alright, fair enough. Yeah, it's weird to see VR and overhead wires. Because I don't know, if you play Train Sim Classic, it's probably not that weird to you, but as a Train Sim World only player, to see wires on a VR room, it's never happened before this was released, and it just looks a bit odd. Although I say that, we had that stupid Diesel Legend, well I say stupid, it's probably not stupid, but Diesel Legends DLC. Miles, and it's going to take 35 minutes to do 20 miles. 20 miles in an hour would be 20 miles an hour, so in half an hour that's about 40, yeah. It's 45, that's about right. So who is going to be next to try and like push us out of the way? They've actually found quite a decent gap for it, in fairness. I don't see why we couldn't go 60. Like, why? I thought because it was a 7-head code, it would be able to go to 75. I'm pretty sure that's what 7-head codes in real life can do. 75. So it's downhill, but it's not much for downhill, so... keep the accelerator pinned. Access point there. Yeah, this route is beautiful. It's stunning. It's such a shame there were stream problems, there were Twitch problems on my first stream. Because, yeah, that's a shame. But, yeah, it's weird going out from Preston now. On the West Coast Main Line, it's just weird. Yeah, I'm hoping to do a full 9.5 hour shift on Blackpool branches, which I say Blackpool branches, Blackpool's probably only about there, innit? There's Ormskirk and Preston Carlisle. I want to see that. When did the fast platforms get destroyed at Carnforth? Does anybody know? Because where do these lot go? Preston to Millom. Lancaster, Lancaster. Preston, Morecambe. Barrow, Lancaster, Barrow. Alright, so it does look like it gets some intercity services then. Maybe they'll be done by 47. Who knows? I saw a Pacer service in the first look video. I don't know if it got blurry by that point. But it was done by a 142 and it was going from Preston all the way to Carlisle. In a 142 of all bloody things. These cows are ungrateful in their circumstances. Like, this cow knows what's up. Yeah. Cow POV train spotting. Right, we're going uphill slightly, so let's put a little bit of accelerator on. Bit of beans. Oh look, just trains. No grass texture. 2D grass texture. They wouldn't do such a thing, would they? There we go. Yeah, cow POV. I'm really surprised we've seen nothing, like it's peak time. Anything coming into Preston yet? It's performing much better in the 47 than it is the 87, I must say. The 87 wasn't too bad, but it was a bit laggy. Yeah, 30 minutes to do 15 miles. Oh dear. That means about an average speed of 40 miles an hour is needed. Don't worry, I can just about do it. .26 is just too much. I need to be able to hold it at like 13%. It's just annoying. Yeah, here we go. Accelerating up the hill. We're now sort of getting to the outskirts of Preston, I think. That looks to be a canal, I think. Looks similar to the one on Northern Transpennine. Except much nicer and much lighter to the point where you can actually see it. Unlike Northern Transpennine where everything's just a bit dark. A bit too dark. But yeah, this is getting a bit tedious. This is getting a bit increasingly tedious. Yeah, it's weird how every other DLC that was in the sale was the Train Sim World 6 version of the DLC. But everything that was, apart from this, which was the Train Sim World 5 version of the DLC that was on sale. Because I was very bitchy in Melbourne Train Guy stream and I was like, oh my god, these sales are rubbish, the same things keep going on sale and there's nothing for me in the sale. Which is a shame. Because trying to make content, you want to keep it new and you want to keep it, what's the word, varied. Which is hard to do when there's a lack of sales in the first place, let alone when you start skipping them because there's nothing for you in the sales. Yeah, that's a shame. But like, they keep putting the same DLC on sale. Like, Suffragette Line's been on sale twice. Cathcart's been on there twice. 380's been on there twice. 390's been on there a couple of times. You know, there are quite a few DLC that have been on there more than once. And there are some DLC that have never been on sale. The cargo line packs from Skyhook. The 86 from Just Trains. What hasn't been on sale? The 158 Scotrail. Because, you know, we can have Scotrail sales for the 380, so why not for the 158? Edinburgh to Glasgow. Manchester Airport Commuter. Glossop's been on sale. So why can't Mac? I know Mac is much newer than Glossop, but hello. M6, the Lakes, 11 miles to Lancaster, 32 miles to Kendal, and 76 to Carlisle. There's no traffic. Cool, the M6 is empty. Yeah, if you are a fan of the TV show / DVD series, Eddie Stobart Trucks and Trailers, they took a class, they have this freight train, and it would go up Shap from the Midlands, the Midlands to Moss End Rail Terminal, and they would take a 66 on the journey, and there were a truck that does the same journey every day, and they race because they leave at a similar time, so you know the truck division wanted to beat the rail division, and you know vice versa. And the one time they filmed it, the truck went up Shap and it was gorgeous views. It was struggling up the hill, well no, it was staying at speed up the hills, and it was amazing. It performed well, and it just looked like it was all in smooth working order. The train, however, was obviously slowing down quite a lot because Shap and how many containers it had behind it. And these trains at the time were Stobart rail trains, and they were carrying Tesco containers. Now they would be DRS trains, I do believe. Which, although I do love the DRS, I do miss Stobart Rail. Like, they were a nice company, but Stobart was just... the company was managed quite poorly, and just... well, I mean, it was brought out, but it was managed quite poorly. So it went from an operating giant to just... not so much of a giant. I mean, they were still around as of 2 years ago, and you can still see their logos on trailers, but it's just the Kalina logo instead of the full Stobart green and red wrap, like a Christmas tree. I say that this might be coming out in February, so you lot are all done with Christmas at this point. Yeah, 13 miles to Carnforth, which at 45 mile an hour should take us about 15 minutes. So might be there a bit early. I mean, that is from there to there, and we're going around there, so it's probably more like 18 miles, I want to say. Maybe like 15 to 18 miles. Oh, come on, hold it. Yes. Hang on a minute, hang on a second. Yes. Yeah, I wanted an excuse to take a break from CTS just because I've been grinding that game. I've owned it 2 weeks as of tomorrow, and I'm already level 40 on the buses, and it's like, oh, I love playing that game, and it's such an amazing game, don't get me wrong, but when you feel like you're grinding it for the sake of not your personal enjoyment, just because you feel like you have to unlock the next thing, otherwise you're just doing the same thing all the time, that can get a little bit tedious. But I do love CTS, and it's an amazing simulator, and I can't wait to see what's next for it. In fact, I hope you all have watched if you haven't watched it yet, be sure to go check it out. I made a features I want to see in CTS video. Have we not enabled the AWS? I most certainly have. Shouldn't really be happening on the move, but hey. Now I know I've enabled it. Yeah, I was a bit shocked to see that Core wasn't in the sale, although a Core sale did just end for Deluxe Edition. But for me it wasn't worth it, because I only played the UK stuff, so unless it's less than 40 quid I probably wouldn't look at it, and it was just above 40 quid. To the point where it would have been cheaper for me to just buy the Voyager and the Riviera at the same time. Like on their own, instead of together with all the other stuff that I wouldn't use anyway. Scotrail. That didn't go off. Why are they not coming off? Is this version of the 47 broken? Let me try and see. Let's wait for the next AWS ramp and see if it goes off in here. Also, let's see if we're blocking anything yet. Anything left, Preston? No. Imagine doing 45 the whole way up to Carlisle. How long would that take? Probably 2 hours. Yeah, because the military services take about 2 hours. And they probably average a speed of about 45. Where's the AWS ramp for this? It's nice to see AWS as well on a BR route, because Tees Valley has it, but Blackpool Branches doesn't really. Okay, no, it did go off, so it's working. Yeah, we've not seen a single AI train. Are we going to see an AI train? Yes, we are. There's a pacer right there. Hello to you, my good sir. What variant are you? A lovely BR Provincial. Flying on its way down to Preston. I thought you could only drive those services between Lancaster and Morecambe, but you can actually drive them from Carnforth to Preston, it looks like. Or apparently there's one where you can go from Preston to Carlisle, but I don't know if that's drivable. Right, we're speeding. Trust me to start speeding. Just give it a bit of loco brake. I don't like doing that, but hey, if it's got to be done, it's got to be done. Oh, come on. Nice. Wait. 9.9 miles to Carnforth. Are we at the bit yet where the west coast touches the west coast? No, the west coast probably just there, but look how detailed the scenery is. Like it continues for ages. I think it's probably here that the west coast touches the west coast, isn't it? Yeah. I think it was just after Lancaster. Beans on. Every 700 meters we're going up one, which actually doesn't sound like the greatest of ratios, to be fair, so I'll just take that off completely. Why hello there, how are you doing? I hope you're well. We are just currently on the middle of a run from Preston to Carnforth, doing 7 Papa 36 in the Scotrail liveried 47. Away she goes. We are currently limited, well we are limited to 45 miles an hour, so it's a bit tedious. But yeah, it is what it is. Da-da-da. 8 miles away. Eight miles at 45 miles an hour. That'll take like 7 minutes, I think, on my calculations. wonder how comes there's nothing following us. Where's the next train? And genuinely nothing is anywhere near us. Hey, this is Train Sim World, not Map Sim World. Let's get back to the train. Elliot Gain got on. Sorry if I butchered that. Is now following you on Twitch. Thank you very much. That puts us up to 43 followers. Thank you very much. Yes. Beans. Let's try not to give it all the beans. But at the same time, beans. Oh, hang on, so when you go... No, it still doesn't work. Yes, look at us go. Look at us go. So how long have we got? Oh, we're speeding. Leave that on. Let's put about 5% of straight brake in. Bloody hell. It's a bit of a downhill grade. Need full loco brake to even start touching it. There we go. So this is coming up to Lancaster. Or Lancaster. .75% brake should hold it, I'd hope. Yeah, it's hard getting into this station while coming in at a 15-mile-an-hour limit. It's difficult. Yeah, it has its challenge, we'll give it that. Let's take it to about 40% brake. Right, okay, we're going uphill, so beans. It's a quick transition from downhill to uphill. Wonder if they'd ever build fast platforms again at Carnforth. Right, we're going downhill. So less beans. When's the next thing that comes up? Euston 904 811. Euston 904. Well, that would all take the west coast, so 855. Not for a while then. They have managed to find us a really decent gap. It's weird that the biggest gap is in peak time, but I suppose everything will be closer to London at this sort of time. Not all of it, but all the expresses would be closer to London. So I'm assuming that's how everything worked back then. This route is set in 1986, and you would have the APT as well. So there'd probably be a couple of those services as well that are missing in the game. Oh, we are speeding heavily. Ignore that 110 on the HUD, it's not going to let us go 110. Never in a million years. "13 minutes to do 4.5 miles. What we do, we're just going to run that little bend. Let's do... Oh, hello. Why, hello, Jim. White Loco. Just leave it. No brake for now. Where is this? Ah, this is where the West Coast touches the West Coast. There's Bank, I think it is. Yeah, nice. It's got like a S-Bank, yeah, I thought so. I was going to say, what's that, a little hot tub, but no, it's a sewage well. Oh, hang on. Just put me head in some sewage. Should probably go take a shower now. At least I don't have to look out for neutral sections in this. I want to do a steel train across the whole route. Yeah, this West Coast Mainline Preston Carlisle and the Class 170 pack for Birmingham Cross City are the two things I can think of that aren't DTG products that are in the sale. And do you know what? Go and get them. I'd recommend this, and that is a red light. No, it's not, it's a double yellow. I am blind. That looks like a red from here. Like I'm approaching a ball of doom. So right, I don't think we need to worry about our approach yet, considering we're doing 45 miles per hour. Do you know how upset I would be if I was following this the whole way in an 87? Or imagine being an 87 and pulling into Lancaster and this is what passes you. Doing 45 miles an hour. This just makes me want to create this in Transport Fever. I haven't played Transport Fever in a while, might come back to it. Yeah, we've had no stream issues so far this stream, which is nice. That is a single yellow, which means the next one will be a red. Oh, next one will be a voice crack according to my voice box. Ooh, hello, I believe these are some TEAs. Come on, train. Let's give it a good old slowdown for this red. Please. Yeah, it's doing it. Bring it back into initial. So a lot to unpack here. Right, we've got yellow. We have the Royal Society of Edinburgh, 47578, which has 6 TEA ranks. And we have an intercity train, all by a 47. Hang on a minute, it's too much to focus on, I'm speeding. So let's grab the head codes of both of them. The TEA train is 6 Papa 37 and the express train is 1 Alpha 26 Barrow to London Euston. We'll have to do one of these from Carnforth. I reckon they'd be quite nice services. Little half-hour things, not 50 minutes like we've just done. I thought it was going to be like a nice leisurely run at about 60 miles an hour. Not a flipping tour guide. In fairness, that's my bad for not reading the description of the service. Yeah, we're actually early for a change, which is always nice. I feel like on BR routes it's easier to run late than it is to run early. Yes, I hope you all have enjoyed this video. If you have, be sure to like. Flipping heck, that one was cut close. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I shall see you all next time. Goodbye for now. Fleetwood via Carlton and Thorson. Nice. Yeah, thank you all very much for watching, and I shall see you all next time. Goodbye for now. I didn't realise the whole time we had 47.46. Nice.